So good afternoon or good morning in the places where it's the morning. My name is Danica Mildeova. I am the product manager in Janstur, Indonesia. And Janstur has some more branches. We have as you probably already know, the Indonesia is located between Asia and Australia and between Pacific and Indonesian Ocean. And it's an archipelago with more than 17,000 islands. The biggest one are the Sumatra on the west, the Kalimantan, Jawa, Sulawesi, and Irian Jaya is the west part of New Guinea. Indonesia is a beautiful country where I live, and it's an archipelago where there is 270 million people live here, and it has around 1,700 languages. And the main language which we use in Indonesia is Indonesian language as the national language since 1945. We have around 1,300 ethnic groups, and each ethnic group has the specific culture, language, and also specific customs. And in all these islands, it becomes one big nation with variety of all the um, specific specific I'm sorry, I forgot how to say specific culture, dance, music, and traditions, which are the main point of interest for all the travelers which coming to Indonesia. From the religion side, there are six religions which are officially accepted in Indonesia. And we have Islam, we have Protestantism, Catholicism, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Confucianism. And there are also some religions which are more like animism in whole archipelago. But only six of them, these one are really accepted in Indonesia by law. Indonesia is really a huge country, and it brings us variety of the activities or what a traveler can do. It's really suitable for a nature lover because we have a lot of volcanoes, jungles, beaches, reefs, waterfalls, and a lot of national parks suitable for adventure travelers. Indonesia also offers the cultural and heritage sites because due to historical sites, there are quite a lot of temples and shrines which are still restored, and now it brings more to attention to restore all historical sites. So, for example, in Java, there is Borobudur, one of the biggest Buddhist stupa, and also the Prambanan, which is the biggest Hindu complex in Central Java. So from historical side, is really a good country to visit and learn about history and heritage. Indonesia also offers a lot of wellness and luxury resorts. Specifically, most of them are in Bali. So for those travelers which they really want to just enjoy and have leisure, or try some different wellness retreat, it's the best to come to Bali from all Indonesia. And we also offer in Indonesia a lot of liveaboard or sailing experience because as an archipelago, we have good roads and connection between the islands via boat and enjoy the traveling by boat and enjoy the snorkeling and diving. So it's very good to combine to do multi-island traveling for those who want to explore more than only one island. Um, I would like to start a little bit to explain more about each island. This one is Sumatra, is on the west side of Indonesia, and it's still a quite wild island. Most people visit the area of the West Sumatra, where is the Medan, where the most of the travelers coming and to want to visit the um, Bukit Lawang, which is national park, where are the orangutans and people coming and visitors coming to see the wildlife and also the elephants. So normally travelers coming to Bukit Lawang, which is this area, and then continue explore the area of the Samosir Island and the Lake Toba, where is the very um, unique culture and of the Batak. It's traditional Batak village in the Samosir with a very specific uh, very specific religion, very specific culture, language, and very specific architecture. So for most of the travelers, if they want to explore the island of Sumatra, they can they can arrive to Medan area and explore this area of the national park, Bukit Lawang and the Samosir. This trip can be around 5 or 6 days, depends how is the time of the travelers. And regarding to accommodations, um, this is very simple accommodations in this area, in on whole area of the Sumatra. There are no like 5 or 4 star accommodations, so it's really suitable for the adventure travelers or those who are um, willing to stay in the much more basic accommodations. Sumatra can be traveled through and we can do also round trips, but it takes around 14 days to traveling through Sumatra, which not every traveler are uh, okay to travel that long distance. Um, Another very interesting area of Sumatra are island Bangka and Belitung, and also the Batam and Bintan, which are islands close to Singapore. So many Singaporean people traveling also for short visit or holidays to those islands. So in case there are clients which travel to Singapore and want to have some beach stay, it's possible in the Batam and Bintan. So these highlights I already mentioned. So this is the actually lake of the uh, Toba, and a few images just to show you the image on the top is from Bangka. There is a waterfall Sipopo, and of course the very famous Sumatran orangutans. Uh, there are images from the islands of Weh and the traditional houses of uh, North Sumatra. We continue, and the next island, which is the island with more than 120 million people live here, it's Java Island. It's one island where are the trains. The capital city is Jakarta on the west, and it's also very suitable for adventure travelers or those who want to explore more about the culture and nature. Um, so for those who want to explore, the Java is the best place. The train connection is very good in Java. That's why when we do the programs, I highly suggest to do the program with staying in Jakarta as a capital city, do city tours and evening street food markets, and then next day continue to Bogor, where is the botanical garden, and also tea plantation around, then traveling to Bandung area, and this can be done by train or by car, but very scenic. The train journey is from Bandung to the central Java, to the city of Yogyakarta. Yogyakarta in Java is a cultural center of Indonesia, and there are the most important historical sites as a Borobudur, which is the biggest Buddhist stupa in the world, and also Prambanan, which is the Hindu complex, very similar to Angkor Wat in Cambodia, but n- not that restored as you can see in Siam Reap. And also, Yogyakarta is one and only city where the Sultan is still the leader of the regency. And normally, people can stay in Yogyakarta around 2, 3, or 4 days and explore more. There is a lot of nice activities to see the crafts, like making the puppets, shadow puppets, the batik, which originally uh, is coming from this area, and also visit the Sultan Palace and other very traditional areas like Malioboro Street and the others, nice small galleries and family galleries. Uh, very nice is also Surakarta or Solo. It's also the um, in central Java area with the traditions. And most of the travelers continue to the Bromo, to the East Java. The Bromo is the volcano or caldera with the still active volcano, where the travelers coming to see the sunrise and enjoy also riding on the jeep until to the on the caldera and the sand of the caldera. Um, I will show you a few images after. So after Bromo, most of the travelers also visit the Ijen, the mountains. What is the mountain with the lake, and the one place where you can see the blue fire. Uh, and this volcano is very famous that people dig the sulfur and bring to the Banyuwangi area. So this is the image as a background of this destination highlights of the Bromo. So Bromo itself is this area, and you can see on the background there is Semeru, which is still active volcano, and people come to see this view for during the sunrise. So normally when travelers coming to Bromo area, they coming to Sunrise Point and waiting until the sunrise, and they can see this beautiful view. I did this a few times. It's amazing experience, and there is no image which can actually give you the feeling of this beautiful scenery if it's alive. So this is the Borobudur on the top, which I mentioned, the biggest and the biggest Buddhist stupa. This is the image of Prambanan, which is the Hindu complex in uh, in the central Java, and this is the lake on the top of the Kawah Ijen, which is volcano with the uh, sulfur, where the sulfur is, I think. This is the image which shows how the train road and train journey can looks like. So the clients from Bandung to Yogyakarta can enjoy the view of the nature and the jungles in the central Java. This is the image of the street of Yogyakarta with the traditional um, horse cart. And this image represents the national monument of Jakarta. So each of the area is somehow covered. So next island after Java, the next island is island Bali. Is very well known for all of you, I hope. It's a small island which from the north to south is around 100 kilometers and from the west to east is around 150 kilometers. It's a center of tourism in Indonesia. Um, that's my home island. I live in on the island of Bali. The very typical and specific of Bali is that it's the island where uh, the population, most people who live in Bali, they believe or uh, they worship the gods, the Hindu gods. So there is 80% Hinduism. There is also different religion like Islam, Christian, Catholic, Confucius, and Buddhist. But the most of the population are Hindu. As Hinduism is religion with this very variety of the gods. The Bali is also island of thousands of temples, which makes this island so specific with specific culture, with specific clothes, with specific um, dance, music, and all crafts which are related to religion. So there is a lot of ceremonies, and especially today, actually, there is a ceremony of Galungan starting today and will continue 3 days, where the people coming to temples and pray to the gods and ancestors. Bali offers a high class of hospitality from all sides. There is plenty of accommodations of all levels, a lot of activities, tours, everything is possible in Bali. And also there is a lot of um, um, how to say, it's very safe. Uh, there is a lot of hospitals also. It's good connection. The international connection to Bali is from all the world. And yeah, I, I will go to the images. So we will talk more about the highlights. So from the highlights, of course, most of the people know there are destinations which are known. One of the most famous is Ubud. It's central. It's in central Ubud. It's really a place full of culture. It's located around the rice fields and the jungle, and many people coming to Bali for the wellness and for the healing purpose. Now it starts to be more luxury, so there is a lot of private villas and luxury villas for travelers, which they just want to enjoy their stay in the nature. Um, the areas which are more for lifestyle is more area of Seminyak and Canggu, and Nusa Dua is known for the luxury resort beaches and very premium experiences for the high-end clients. Uluwatu start to be also lifestyle area for the travelers, but still on the cliff sides, brings a lot of luxury for high-end clients. Um, Bali, of course, is known by the Hinduism, as I said, and there is a lot of temples which brings attention to the travelers, and one of the most famous are the Tanah Lot or Uluwatu. There are purification temples like Tirta Empul or Sudamala, and many travelers now coming to Bali for this purpose to do purification of their soul. Um, 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 More and more now start to be famous area of Nusa Penida, which is the island. We'll go back, which is the island next to Bali. It belongs to Bali. There are three islands. One is Lembongan Island, very very small island, but beautiful beaches. There is Nusa Ceningan, which is smaller island, accessible only from the Lembongan Island, and Nusa Penida, the island which is famous now for the nice beaches and cliffs, and many people coming there to make nice pictures for most of them for the Instagram and social media. So you can see the lot of images from this area in Bali, which are more for adventure or nature lovers, are like Sidemen and Munduk. It's very authentic area with rice fields and the trekking, cycling. It's possible to do there. There are a lot of waterfalls. So every guest which coming to this island can find their specific point of interest. Bali is also known very well for the honeymooners. It brings and give a lot of options to fulfill the honeymooners um, requirements or the program specific for honeymooners. It's possible to do in Bali. This image actually is from Nusa Penida, and it's Diamond Beach. Uh, so as you can see from the high cliff, it's possible to go down to the beach, but most of the people make nice images for their social medias. Um, which brings me to activities in Bali. Many activities it's possible to do from the excursions, visiting the temples, and know the culture of Balinese people through the trekking. It's possible to do in Bali because we have two active volcanoes and other mountains which can be climbed during the night or day. It's possible to do a lot of trekking on rice fields, cycling, rafting. Bali also offers a lot of water activities. Uh, we can do some canyoning here, rafting, of course, snorkeling or diving, as there is a lot of dive sites around Bali, and one of the most famous are the manta point where the clients can see the mantas, or if they are divers, they can see the mola mola, which is moonfish, during the season, July to October. Of course, there is a lot of currently quite a lot of beach clubs for the younger people which don't really want to explore about and know about culture, but they just want to enjoy the vibe of the beach clubs and enjoy day by the pool. Uh, but there are also a lot of options for activities like wellness, spa, cleaning, like spiritual cleaning. Uh, for those who want to explore more or have higher expectation of the experience. Of course, there are available also like helicopter tours or yacht tours and the other activities. It's really a big choice of activities or excursions what is possible to do in Bali. So there are few images. On the top image, there is a Tegalalang rice field. It's one of the most famous rice fields in around Ubud area. And on the pictures down there, there are the image of the beach and the very famous fire dance, the Kecak fire dance during the sunset at Uluwatu Temple. On those images, you can see the sunrise of the Batur. That's the active volcano, and the travelers coming to climb the volcano and also see the sunrise at 6 o'clock morning. And two images represent the Lempuyan Temple, which is known as a gate to heaven, very famous. Travelers always try to make the pictures in the Lempuyan Temple in the East Bali, and the last image is from Sekumpul waterfall. The next island, which is next to the Bali, is Lombok. It's bigger than Bali, and actually Lombok is very known because of three small islands: Gili Trawangan, Gili Meno, and Gili Air. There are very small islands which are accessible from Bali ports by speedboats. And most of the travelers coming here to enjoy a little bit beach and the area without motorbikes because and car, because in Gilis there are no motorbikes or cars, only bicycles. And these tiny islands, you can ride bicycle around and you can do it in 1 hour. In originally these three islands were more for the backpackers, but now it starts to be a destination with more accommodations and more options of accommodation. So travelers can find options for 3, 4, 5 stars, private villas, accommodations, and do activities around islands like snorkeling, diving, and also they can do some day trips to Lombok to explore the area. The other areas of Lombok, very famous and where the hospitality wise is on the good level, is Senggigi area, and now also start to be on the south, where is the Kuta Lombok. There is also like a MotoGP circuit. That's why this area start to be very famous. And on the center of Lombok, there is Mount Rinjani. For example, for those travelers which are really adventure and would like to climb the volcano, it's possible to climb the volcano of Rinjani, and the shortest trek can be done in 2 days. So this is the Rinjani. It's caldera, and inside the caldera is a small volcano, Anak Rinjani, with the lake. Okay. The Lombok is beautiful for its nature. It's not that crowded as a Bali, but it's beautiful nature. The rice field also, waterfalls, very unique Sasa culture, also beaches. Of course, clients can travel with the car or can do also bicycles, visit the villages and have the villages experience. And it's not that crowded, as I've mentioned, like Bali. It's very good to combine Lombok with Bali or more destination, but it depends on the time, how long the guest has in destination. So there are a few images. So for example, these buffaloes are from beach of Tanjung An in South Lombok, the traditional rice fields, and one of the waterfall to Katwip. And this is image from Gili Trawangan, one of the small islands with snorkeling options and the traditional Sasak village. So after Lombok, there is an island of Sumbawa, but that island is not really developed and suitable for the travelers. So I will go to the Flores Island. Flores Island is long, quite big island, but is most the fame. He's very famous not because of the mainland, but it's more famous because of Komodo National Park, because Komodo National Park on the west is part of the island, and it's accessible through the International Airport Komodo in Labuan Bajo. Actually, uh, there are travelers which are willing to explore more, and most of the clients, if they travel to Flores itself, they mostly coming through Ende village and travel to Kalimutu with this it is a volcano with multicolor lakes, the traditional village Moni, then travel to Bajawa, Ruteng until Labuan Bajo, and then combine with visit of national park. Um, what the people can see in the Flores is mostly traditional villages, nature, waterfalls, have the village experience, and enjoy the very traditional ride on the island. And on the area of Ruteng, can do also exploration of this area by bicycles. Uh, Accommodation-wise, on the mainland, for the round trip is very simple. Mostly there are like homestay, eco lodge. Sometimes there are three-star accommodations. So it's really for those clients which want to have authentic experience, but with simple accommodations, which is also very good experience. The area which is around Labuan Bajo is already very well developed, and it's really the main point to access the Komodo National Park. So for all travelers which want to go to Komodo National Park, they can stay on the mainland, have accommodation there, and they can do one-day trip, for example, with speedboat to Komodo Island, or they can also do the trip 2 nights or 3 nights in on the liveaboard and explore the area of the islands and visit the national park, see the Komodo dragons, and also enjoy the snorkeling and beach on that areas, as it's very good for the snorkelers and divers. Of course, most of the liveaboard has already other activities like paddleboard, the kayaking. So more water activities except snorkeling and diving is available. And there is a variety of level of liveaboard from the standard one until high luxury. So travelers from all for all budget can for sure find uh, the 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 accommodation or liveaboard based on the budget they have. So let's go to yeah, this is the image of the Padar Island, which is part of the Komodo National Park. It's also very very famous as most of the travelers coming to take a picture of this nice view. The reason, of course, is obvious, but Indonesian government now has a limit of 1,000 travelers which can visit Komodo National Park per day. So most of the travel agent now try to pre-book the tickets for the visitors to guarantee the access to the island. So, so this is the image from the Komodo National Park. This is the pink beach, one of the liveaboard used for the trips, and of course the Komodo dragons. That's the only island, and that's the only area in whole world where you can see this. Uh, lizards. This image is from the mainland. The image on the top is from Kalimatu, and that's the three lake mountain. The third lake is not, not on this image, but there are three of them. One is the black and the spider, the rice fields. And also the last image represent Wairebo, which is traditional, one of the traditional village in the Flores. And the very interesting thing on this village is that it's possible to stay overnight with the local people in their houses. So if there are clients which would like to experience this, it's the option. But the accommodation is really simple, and on the house, sleep with the mosquito nets on the bamboo, like uh, bam bamboo bed, something like that. But it's very authentic and very nice. Another island, which is on the south area of Indonesia. It's a very small island, south from Flores. It's Sumba. Sumba Island start to be very famous and very famous and very the people start to traveling to Sumba. It's very specific island with specific culture. The people live in Sumba. They still believe on traditional beliefs. The name of this, it's not religion, but this belief is Marapu. It's very unique because most of the Indonesian island, they already have the state religions, but Sumba still keep the traditional one. This island is very famous with more luxury resorts. One of the luxury resort of Sumba is Nihi Sumba. Maybe somebody from you already know. It's very nice, specific, a lot of surfers coming to Sumba Island, a lot of people which want to enjoy the resorts, but also those who want to explore more about this culture. The Sumbanese people have very specific houses. This is image from a village of Ratengaro. These typical houses are uh, built on the hills, and the villagers has also megalithic tombs on the village where they bury their ancestors. As I said, the Marapu is a traditional belief, and also very specific for Sumba is that they have a traditional Pasola festival where the tribes fight on the horse between each other. So from destination highlights, there are also areas like traditional villages, Waikuri saltwater lake, Mandorak beach, the savannas around the whole island, the surfing beaches, and if the travelers want just relax on the resort, it's this holiday staying there can be around 5-6 days. It's very nice also for travelers which want to explore. Every day there is activity which can be done in Sumba. So there are a few images. This is Waikuri Lake. It's a salt water lake. The image from Pasola Festival and one of the waterfall of the Sumba with the rice field. So area is really natural. Now we're going to Borneo Island. Borneo is the geographic name, so Indonesian part. We call it Kalimantan because the north part of the island belongs to Malaysia and Brunei. Kalimantan is a huge island, and currently we have also new capital city, which is still under the development. Uh, and Kalimantan is very big and very famous also for orangutan. Travelers traveling to Kalimantan, mostly coming to uh, Palangkaraya in this area. And from there, they are exploring the area of Tanjung Putih by klotok, which is traditional houseboat. Yeah, as I said, the most iconic is observe orangutan Tanjung Putih National Park, stay on the klotok houseboat in the rainforest. The another highlights are the floating markets in Banjarmanis. Of course, the Dayak villages, this traditional tribe of the Kalimantan, uh, and much more. But the highlight of the Kalimantan at the moment are orangutan Tanjung Putih. The distance between the destination in other areas are not really accessible by the car, but there are flights. Travelers which want to explore more need to be ready for more flights between the destinations. But it's possible. So there are images of the floating market in the area of the islands, small islands. It's also suitable for snorkelers or divers. This is the image of the river on the way to National Park Tanjung Putih. So this is how the houseboat can looks like. So travelers will start the journey and will stay overnight, 2 or 3 nights on the Klotok and explore the area and observe the orangutan and other wildlife, as for example hornbill and the birds and other animals from the boat. Okay. So that was the Kalimantan. That was a little bit short as we focus more on the Tanjung Putih. But the next big island is Sulawesi. That's the Indonesian name. The geographic name is Celebes. We call this island also like Octopus Island. It looks on the map also very big, and it's very big. Um, the two main airports which has international connections is on the south is Makassar and on the north is Manado. Uh, this island is very interesting, has a lot of different nations and ethnic group, and main most famous and most visited area is the area of Toraja. So the ethnic group of Toraja people with their specific traditions. Normally, travelers, if they want to reach the Toraja, they start to coming from Makassar area and then travel around 8 to 10 hours to Rantepao area, to the mountains on and the area we call Tanah Toraja. Uh, I will show you a few images. The second very famous area is the north, and the north area of Manado and Minahasa, where is the National Marine Park Punaken, very famous for the snorkeling and diving, traditional culture of the Minahasa people in Tomohon area, also the National Park Tankoko, where are the Tarsius, the smallest monkey, also hornbills and other species which are endemic for this area. And also area of Gorontalo is very known for whale shark, snorkeling or diving with whale shark. So this image represent the traditional houses of Toraja people. It's built on the it's built on the top of what is it? How to call it? It has to be built high to protect from the wild animal, and it looks like the ships. Actually, it's not really known until now, like why this kind of buildings and houses. How is the origin of the this architecture? Uh, but Tana Toraja or Toraja people are very authentic and has a very strong culture, which is related to funeral traditions. Uh, uh, Regarding the other areas and the tradition of other areas in Sulawesi, very nice area for exploration is also Tanjung Bira, which is the place where the boats and all the river boards from the wood are built. There is a Bugis people which are they specify they um, daily life and they are specialist on making of the wooden boat. And then there are also other areas like on North Sulawesi, the Bunaken National Park, the Wakatobi National Park, and also Lake Tempe area. There is also one very interesting tribe uh, where nobody from the village can marry to the village, and non-outsiders are allowed to marry to the village. So there is some specific of this area. This island is beautiful for the nature, for the waterfalls, and also the customs and all traditions they still keep, including their crafts. So this was the image of the Toraja houses. So these images represent the one of the area in the Tanah Toraja is in the village of Lemo, where Toraja people bury their ancestor in the rock grave. They dig the grave to this rock, and then they also put the puppets which represent the ancestors. There are other traditions because they have also the megalithic tombs inside of the villages, similar like in Sumba, where they also buried the ancestors, and also uh, another way how they worship and still keep their traditions. So it's very interesting to understand and learn, but it's also for those people which really want to learn deep culture of the areas. These other other images are from the lake of Danau Tempe and Ramang-Ramang in around the Makassar area. And these images are from the Muraken National Park and also Wakatobi. So that's the area for divers and snorkelers. The area of North Sulawesi and Wakatobi is really high class diving, and it's a remote area for those who want to also have leisure holiday and don't want to dive or snorkel. The islands like Wakatobi and Bunaken are really nice small islands with the white sandy beach, and every traveler which want to go out and be out of the stress should visit a small island like one of these. And on the last image, there is an image of the boats, wooden boats from Tanjung Bira. Now we go to the Maluku. These are the islands. We call them Spice Islands. It's it's the 1,000 of islands of this area. It's not really um, um, developed, and tourism is not the main interest of the government. Is this area, but the main islands are island of Seram, Buru, Halmahera, and also the access to those archipelago is from Ambon. This area is more for travelers which would like to learn more about the history, as these islands were the spice islands. The trade with the spice went through this area as the main product, which is still very important commodity is the clove, the nutmeg, kediri, cinnamon, ginger, all the spice which are very important for the trade. And in this area, there was a historical issue between the Portuguese and Spanish and British and also Dutch, as Indonesia was colonized by the Dutch. And there are historical places, the sultanates, which are very interesting to explore, but it's really for those who want to know the deep history. Or this area is also well known for the people who are bird watcher, as this is really the center of um, area where the cakadoos and lories, all the parrots still we can see in the nature in national parks. Um, so that's about bird watching, and also this area is well known for divers and snorkelers. A lot of liveaboards traveling from Raja Ampat in Papua, crossing this area and do the snorkeling. No, mostly divers, snorkelers less, but most of the divers. So this is the image of the Ternate Island with the view of Tidore. There are two sultanates where the sultan is still uh, keep the sultan, but the sultan now at the moment has no any political power, but all the people accept him as a person who is knowledgeable and respect him. And there are more images. It's more like natural images from the area, divers, no, bird watching, and the islands. So we go to the east, and there are two more areas of which I want to explain a little bit. And this is Raja Ampat. Raja Ampat is the area of west part of Papua, part of the Indonesia. The Papua, which is uh, on the island of New Guinea, but the west part belongs to Indonesia. And the diver's paradise is Raja Ampat. Raja Ampat means four kings, and it represents the four big islands of this area, which are Waigeo, Salawati, Batanta, and Misol. This area is accessible by flight from Bali or Jakarta or Makassar to Sorong, and from Sorong, all the travelers which want to explore Raja Ampat will have to embark to a liveaboard on Sorong and go for the journey around the area, depends, but can be minimum 5 days, 5 nights, so 6 days. Or there are possibility on these islands, there are some accommodations where the clients can stay I will say like minimum 5 nights as well, and enjoy the area from the resort. So there are two options: resort stay or the liveaboard stay and sailing. The the highlights of this area is also of course, for divers the most. But there are images which represent this area. This is uh, one of the viewpoint. This is PI Nemo. There are few of these beautiful viewpoints. Uh, but in the Cape of Cree, there is a lot of options for snorkeling and diving. It's very suitable for the divers which like to see the big fish. There is also a lot of options for those who love the macro diving, so small nudie branches, small crabs, small stuff, underwater photographers, of course. And also those who want to see some endemic animals like bobegong, which is very specific shark, bobegong, or the walking shark, which is visible also only during night and is endemic to Rajampat area. Rajampat is not only about diving or snorkeling, but it's also about other activities, visiting the local villages, learn the traditional culture, and also the bird watching. So there are a few images from this area. The coral reefs, the lake, one of the small lake in the Rajampat, and the bird of paradise, which is endemic bird of this area and visible. People can see these birds in Rajampat during the visit. So in the area of Papua, it's not only Rajampat. Rajampat is actually in this small tiny area, which I just show you. But the New Guinea, the west part of New Guinea island belongs to Indonesia, and that's the region of Papua. This area is I will say only for those travelers which really want to go deep to the jungle. They want to visit traditional tribes and Papuan tribes and learn more about the traditions, learn about the way of living. As this area is actually way different than the rest of Indonesia because it's a Papua culture here than the other area of Indonesia, which are more like Malay Indonesian. Access to this area is through Jayapura Airport, and between those areas to the central of New Guinea, there are very small plain, and the main area which travelers can visit in this area is Wamena, where are the traditional tribes still live in this area and can be safely visited. As this area is also known that there are still some tribes which are still cannibals, so it's really important in this area to follow a guide, go with a really good guide to area and explore with safe way. So other areas which are very known in this area is not only Wamena and visiting the tribes, Papuan tribes, but also Cendrawasih Bay. Cendrawasih Bay is very well known for the also snorkeling diving, but also bird watching and the islands of Biak and Seruni. So this is from the Biak Island image. This represents to the mountain of the Papua, traditional villages and traditional tribe of Dani. So that was more explanation about all the destinations. I just want to tell a little bit about us. So this is our guide and our how we looks like when we do our service for our clients, uh, which are all licensed and speak very well with all languages, English, French, German, Dutch, Spanish, Italian, Russian, Turkish, Portuguese, and much more. And how the our service from the Jans tour looks like. Um, so all our travelers travel with well-maintained cars. We provide uh, glass bottle water and cool towels during our trips. And yeah, what we actually do is preparing the program for our clients, which are prepared already, pre-prepared, or we do the tailor-made programs. We do the regular excursions in each island. We do some special activities for our clients and prepare special signature experiences as well, which are different from the common tours and programs offered by other other companies maybe. And one and the most important for me personally is that Jan's Tour, we are also one of the company which care about sustainability, and we are currently we have the Travel of Partner award from the Travel Life, and we will continue to become certified, I hope next year. So we try to make all our programs and tours more sustainable, and we hope all the travel agents will continue and care more about sustainability. So I think that's all from me. Uh, if you have any question,